Okay, so as always, hi guys. I want to talk to you about a couple things. One thing in particular that helped me on my healing journey, and it helped me on resolving a lot of, unanswered questions that I may have had, or unresolved issues, or overthinking things. Because sometimes when you go through a relationship and you break up, you have unresolved questions about why it didn't work or what happened. So the first way of finding out what happened, what really happened, is to accept fault on both sides. It takes two people to tango. In a relationship, it takes two people. Not only one person did this, one person did that, and that's why everything failed. That's not the case. You have to take blame. You have to figure out it's a 50-50 thing. You have to figure out and take blame for what you did wrong, what you may have condoned, because maybe it can't even be that you did anything wrong. Maybe you condone some things that you shouldn't have condoned. Maybe you ignored too many red flags. Maybe, some stuff just don't work out. And it's not your fault, and it's not a failure. People have to stop looking at relationships ending as a failure. It's not a failure. Anything that you've given your all to, you've given 100%, it's not a failure. Some things are just the end of that time, and it's the end of that era in your life. Not a failure, because you didn't fail at it. It was just trial and error. Not a failure, an error. So you have to change your way of thinking. You have to change your mental, and you have to accept the things that you may have done that was wrong. And once you start accepting and actually going back and looking at yourself and looking how you are in relationships, you'll have those answers that you're looking for that are unresolved on why this person did that, why this person may have acted this way. You'll solve them. It'll come to you like clockwork. But you have to be ready to do the digging. You have to be ready to actually step out of yourself, step out of your pride, and admit that, you probably were wrong in this situation. The same way the other person was wrong in this situation. It's two sides to every story. And it's really three to get the truth. So whatever your truth is, whatever you've been through in life, sort through it. It's like an organizer. Sort through it. Categorize it. And do the subtopics of why this happened, how this happened, and how it made you feel, and how you're going to heal from however that event made you feel, or however that person made you feel. It's up to you. You have to be hungry enough to want to cleanse out your body, to cleanse out all the bad stuff that could make you a potentially negative person. Accept your faults, accept your wrong, move on from it. Because like I said, if it didn't work, it's not a failure. Same way goes with marriage, whether it's a marriage, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a friendship. It's not a failure if you gave your all and you tried. It only becomes a failure when you sit in it and you wallow and you don't grow from it, or it makes you become bitter. It changes who you are for a negative outcome. Everything you go through in life is supposed to change you for a positive outcome. Your environment, to what you deal with on a day-to-day basis, it's supposed to have a positive outcome, because it's breaking you and it's building you. Everything you go through will break you. Everything you go through will build you. It's just how you look at it and how you apply the measures and the strategies that you learn. So if you've ever been in something and you feel as though it just didn't work out, I tried my best. I did this. I did that. I was a perfect woman. I was a perfect man. Some people don't want perfect, and nobody's perfect. Some people don't want good. Since nobody's perfect, no, some people don't want good. Some people want to be miserable. Some people, and not even the fact that they're miserable. Some people just want to do what they want to do. And that's life these days. Everybody has their own agenda, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just who you hurt when you have your own agenda, or who you affect when you have your own agenda. So do some cleaning. Do some spring cleaning. Like, you get up on your Sunday mornings, turn on your music, clean up your house. You smell bleach. You smell fresh clothes being washed. You smell. Do all of that for your internal. You do it for your house. Your house is what houses you. Your family keeps you, gives you shelves and everything. So is your body. Your body is what shelters your soul. It's what houses your soul and houses your heart. And it's what you present to everybody that you meet. So everybody's house ain't clean. Everybody got a little dirt somewhere. So your task is to find out what the dirt is. Find out what it is. Find out how it got there. And find out how you clean it up. Cleaning it can be easy. Cleaning it can be hard. You just have to accept the challenge. And you have to understand that, things happen in life. Doesn't mean you're a failure. Doesn't mean you're a quitter. It doesn't mean that nothing else will ever work out, because nothing has worked out in the past. It hasn't worked out in the past because it wasn't for you in your past. Maybe it's for you in your future. You just have to understand that and accept it, and stop letting your pride get in the way and not understanding get in the way. Because when you don't understand, you're lost. When you don't understand yourself, you're lost. When you don't understand other people, you're lost. And we have a lot of lost people walking around because they only care about you. A part of healing is to heal for you and that other person in certain circumstances. You and the other person, because it's the healing karma for the other person. Because when you go through things and you hate that person after a breakup, when you not necessarily hate it, if it's an amicable breakup, understood, and you hate that person, or you feel some type of way about the situation and all that stuff, it creates negative karma, negative energy. It's giving all types of fumes to a situation that could harbor and erupt now. Or it could wait and trickle a couple months from now, or a couple years from now. It's just building. But if you never go and clean that out, you're going to have a bigger problem on your hands than just feeling like a failure, or just feeling like you're not enough. Because everybody's enough. Don't ever feel like you're not enough for a person. It's not what that person was looking for at that time. You could be more than overly qualified. Accept your no's and accept your yeses. And stop auditioning for people. That's my thing too. Women, men, we audition for people. You should never have to audition for anybody that wants you. Point blank, period. There wouldn't even be a line. There wouldn't even be a script for you to rehearse if that person was genuinely for you. Stop auditioning for people. Audition for yourself. Audition for yourself and show yourself who you really are. What it means to be you when you look in the mirror. What it means to walk your walk, talk your talk, drive the car that you drive, live in the house that you live in. What it means to be you. You have to find that. And you can't find that until you fully heal. Fully healing starts with accepting fault. It's taking the pride out of yourself. It's taking you out of you and saying that, hey, I messed up too. And it's okay. Because it's never failure. It's just a learned opportunity. So y'all have a good night. That's enough for me. Y'all have a good night, and we'll talk tomorrow.